If there is one thing, and one thing alone, that I think everyone who comes and watches my videos every single day will agree, is that I love Call of Duty. From the minute I sat down and played Call of Duty World at War, to when I got my first kill, to when I got my first kill streak, I've loved the game. I think it's one of the greatest things to happen to video games ever, and when something is bad with the thing I love, no matter what it is, I want it to be fixed. I want to get this straight that this is not a video hating on Call of Duty, and in fact, in this video, I think we're going to be talking about one of the greatest things added to Call of Duty in a very long time. However, there is something wrong with it. Today, we are going to be talking about the truth behind contracts in Black Ops 3. Now, this just happens to be one of those videos I want people to see, I want it to get out there, and I want people to know really what's going on behind these contracts. So, if there's one video that I've made in a little while, if you could leave a like rating on this one, or just share it with a friend, one friend, I don't care who it is, that would be fantastic, just so more and more people can see what's going on behind the scenes here. Now, there's basically two main problems I have with contract. The first is the way they were marketed, and the second is the rewards we receive when completing the contracts. We're going to start with the way they were marketed, because I think that's the worst of the two. So Call of Duty, Activision, Treyarch, they have all in the past been amazing, just amazing at marketing. But we all fell for one of the oldest marketing strategies in the book, and that's called a bait and switch. And that's the way they marketed these contracts to us. What is a bait and switch? Well, let me explain. Basically, what a bait and switch is when they advertise one thing, but then when you go to get it, they give you something else altogether. You see this all the time on commercials. Whenever you see a commercial, well, it says while supplies last, that is a classic bait and switch, because what happens is they actually only order one of that item so that they can say that they're selling this one item at a super cheap price. Then when you go to the store, they're like, actually, we've sold out of that item, but we have this more expensive one so they can make more money off of it. That is a bait and switch. How did Call of Duty do this with the contracts? Well, let me explain. So when they announced contracts, they gave us this nice shiny new contracts menu in the black market with no contracts whatsoever. No dailies, no weeklies. Well, they actually did give us one contract, and it was the special contract. And for completing this contract, we got 1 weapon bribe and 10 rare supply drops. This was awesome. Everyone was psyched. Everyone was like, finally a way I can get these new weapons. This was fantastic. I thought this was brilliant. And I'm like, when these contracts come, are we going to get what? A weapon bribe weekly? This is going to be fantastic. So we got this nice, shiny prize for completing this contract. Then, when they actually released the contracts, we are getting 10 crypto keys for a daily, 30 for a weekly, not per contract, but per 2 weekly contracts being completed, and then a mercenary contract, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But that compared to 10 rare supply drops and a weapons bribe is nothing. Let me give you an example here. If you complete every single daily challenge in a week, plus the weekly, what you receive is 70 crypto keys for the dailies, because 7 times 10 is 70, plus 30 crypto keys for the 2 weekly challenges being complete, which is bullshit, but we'll talk about that in a minute. That's 100 crypto keys, which can get you 3 rare supply drops. 3. Yes, 3. Compared to what it was advertised as 1 weapons bribe and 10 rare supply drops. So this is a classic bait and switch. They advertise it as weapon bribes and 10 rare supply drops. What we get is the maximum of 3 rare supply drops a week if you play every day, which is wrong. Like, this is wrong. Like, they showed us one thing and we get another thing altogether. And this is where my second problem comes in. The rewards we're receiving are too shitty. Like, they're just crap. We are getting absolutely nothing for completing these contracts. Now, also, I believe that these contracts are too easy. They're too easy to complete. On both weekly contracts, I completed them in 1 day. I get a week to do these things. At least make them hard, and then give me a decent prize. Like, I don't know, maybe a weapons bribe for doing so. And now I'm happy. Now I'm getting what I want. But I understand you can't do that because you are a business, you do need to make money. So let me offer you some solutions. So what most people will say is that the contracts need to be harder and you need to get a better prize for doing the contract. I really strongly believe that is not the answer for one reason. Not everyone has as much time to play Call of Duty as you do. So the way to fix this isn't by making harder contracts, it's by adding more contracts in. For example, have 3 daily contracts that give you 10 crypto keys instead of 1. Because yes, your average player may only be able to complete 1, but your heavy-duty hardcore players will be able to complete all 3 every day, giving them a rare supply drop a day. That would make a lot more sense. Another thing that I think could be added is a daily mercenary contract. So instead of getting an hour of playtime a week, maybe you could get a half hour daily. It just seems like not enough people are enjoying blackjack because you get to play it for a short period of time. So that's another way of fixing that. Add a daily mercenary contract or something along those lines. So the main problem I have with these contracts is the weekly challenge rewards are a joke. You get 1 rare supply drop and a mercenary contract. This is nothing. And let me compare it to you for a second. So for example, today's contracts, the daily was win 3 games of hardpoint. The weekly was win 15 games of a objective game. So in a sense, that's like saying win 5 times as many hardpoint games as the daily challenge. So in a sense, you should at least, for just completing that challenge, get 5 times the reward as the daily challenge, except you're not. You're getting 3 times because you're getting 30 crypto keys instead of 10, plus you have to complete a whole other challenge altogether to get that. So my first main problem with the weekly is that you don't get enough for it. My second is that you have to complete both weekly challenges to receive 1 reward. That's silly. What's the point of even having 2 challenges if you only get 1 reward? Why not just have 1 big challenge? Another way of them misdirecting us with the marketing, making it look like we're going to get 2 rewards because there's going to be 2 weekly challenges, and then there's only 1. There's 2 ways I see of fixing this. First of all, leave it the way it is, but every time you complete the weekly objective, you get to receive a new weekly objective. Basically, unlimited challenges that give you crypto keys. That would work a lot better with the way they have it set up now. Or combine the 2 weekly challenges into 1 big challenge, still reward that mercenary contract, but give us a big prize. Give us a weapon bribe, give us 300 crypto keys, give us something that's actually worth something, not 1 rare supply drop. That's just silly. Finally, I'll give you the easiest solution. You don't have to change anything. You can leave everything the exact way you've already made it, but add 1 thing and 1 thing alone. Give me a monthly challenge. Make that monthly challenge so I'm getting a monthly weapon bribe. Yes, 1 weapon that you give me a month. Either make it that that challenge is only given to people with the Seasons Pass or not, I don't care. But with this, you will receive 1 weapon bribe a month for completing a challenge in that month. I don't care how hard that challenge is, make it doable, but I don't care how hard it is. But what this will do is that with you releasing new weapons every 2 to 3 months, it actually gives people a chance to get them. And in doing this, you will not be losing money. And here's how. When they release new weapons, generally speaking, it's 4 to 5 weapons at a time. Let's say they release these every 3 months. Therefore, every 3 months, the person would receive 3 weapon bribes in the monthly challenge that I talked about. Therefore, even if they get all the brand new weapons, which the chance of that is actually low because there's all the backlog of other weapons that we have, aka the HG40, the MX Grand, all these weapons that have already come out, they can only get 3 of the 4 to 5 weapons you are releasing at that time. Meaning, they may still want to buy your COD points. They may still want to. What I'm saying is that these contracts, I almost see them as a slap in the face. They advertise them to us as this glowing, shiny weapon bribe that we may get every single week, and what we get is an hour of time to play with a new specialist character and 1 rare supply drop weekly. A slap in the face, a classic bait and switch. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? It's completely fine if you do. But if you agree with me, it would be fantastic if you could leave a like rating. Maybe share this with one of your friends. That way many people can see it. That would be fantastic, guys. If you're new to the channel, I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day. I know this video may not seem like it, but I really do love Call of Duty, and I just want it to see it be as great as possible for every single day when I upload a video for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Check out my Twitch and Twitter down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Saying that it feels right.